Hey, what's up guys, and thanks for tuning into the channel. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the SH Figuarts Frieza from Dragon Ball Super, or Dragon Ball Z, however you want to call it, because this guy was in both shows. But before we get into any of that, if you haven't yet already done so, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss another awesome review. So let's take a quick look at our box here. Very small box. We got Frieza in his final form. We got a nice deep purple in the back, Frieza with two E's. And here we do see the halo, and the reason why this is the Dragon Ball Super version is because he comes with the halo. Now the halo, of course, is detachable for you guys out there that are worrying, but yeah, I guess that's the only difference between this and the original release, in addition to some extra accessories here and there that really made this a Dragon Ball Super and not a Dragon Ball Z version of this character. Now on the side here, we got some action shots. We got Frieza. On the top here, him shooting his death ball. On the side, Frieza. On the bottom, we got Frieza looking all smirk and smug. On the back, we got some action shots and pretty much the usual SH Figuarts gig here. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the box. Let's bring in this figure. So here we got the final form Frieza, and it's a very nice figure. This figure is actually just a straight up re-release of the original final form Frieza that was released, I'm thinking like a few years back. They made some minor tweaks here and there, most noticeably these shoulder hinges. In the original one, these shoulder hinges were white, and it looked really off because we have this big purple spot on his shoulder, and then the hinge going into the body was white, and that just looked really terrible. So that was an improvement, so that's nice. He has some shading on his body. I'm not sure. I don't have the original, so I can't really compare in that sense. But he has some nice shading, very lightish blue shading on his body, which looks really cool. He's got his toenails picked out in black. And we got a nice long tail. Yeah, just pretty standard Frieza for you, very short. And as I said, this is just the re-release of the original figure. So hopefully down a couple years down the road, they'll make an actual 2.0 version of this figure, similar to how they made a 2.0 version of first form Frieza. And of course, this isn't really 2.0. This is the first version of this figure. However, he just has the 2.0 body and designs, whereas this one had the original body and designs. Pretty good looking. Typical Frieza, like I said. Now, articulation, head is on a ball joint. Base of the neck is also on a ball joint. We got shoulders on a ball joint. We can also get a hinge out just past 90. We get a bicep swivel. We get double bend at the elbow, very squeaky. And we also have a ball hinge at the wrist here. As for torso, we got an ab crunch that goes forward this far and back that far. This piece is a separate piece and it kind of sticks out, which kind of looks not the greatest, but it does kind of move up and down. I guess it's on a little bit of a ball joint, so that's kind of cool. Waist is on a ball joint as well. Legs can kick forward this far, although I believe the older ones you can actually pull it down a little bit and then kick it forward like that, and can kick back like that, and just pull the other side down. We can get the splits out that much. And we have a little bit of a thigh swivel, not that much. As for knee, we get that much of a bend. And ankle is on a ball hinge, both into the ankle and into the foot. Now, the figures of Frieza have always had an issue standing, and that's just the design of the character. He has a huge tail, and he does not have any heels. So you literally have to put him in a perfect pose in order for him to stand. Otherwise, he will just be eating dirt all day long. So you really have to lean him forward just like that. Now let's take a quick look at the accessories that this guy comes with. So he comes with two additional heads. One which looks really worried. And another one which is him screaming, "I'm gonna kill you," kind of an idea. And all of these figures, well, actually, no. Only this one comes with a hole on the top of his head. Now let's take a quick look at the halo first. And here is the halo. It's a clear piece of plastic with yellowish gold painted around the top. And all we're going to do is we're going to take this peg it into this hole here, Make sure it's in the correct orientation, which I believe is like this. And here we have Frieza with the halo. And like I said, it only works with this head, not the other ones. But to change the heads, all we're going to do is we're going to grab the body, pop the head right off. Here we see we got a ball hinge, actually, for the head. Now let's give him his screaming head. We even got some veins here, which is really nice. Take that hole, peg it onto this peg. Make sure it goes in. Sometimes it's a little... There we go. Here we got Frieza freaking out and all angry. So making sure he can stand again. We really got to lean him forward. There we go. Now for the hands. So he has the fists that are on him right now. He has 2 open palm energy blasting hands. His fingernails are all painted, really nice. He has 2 kind of relaxed grasping open palm hands. And he has 2, or rather 1, kind of a hand for his right. And for his other right, we have the Death Beam, Death Ball effect hand. And to switch the hands, what we're going to do is grab the forearm, grab the hand, pop that right off. Take this, plug that right on, and here we got Frieza with his Death Beam, Death Ball hand, just like that. Now, getting these accessories out of the way, let's see what else do we have here. He comes with 2 additional feet, which not really sure why. I know in the original version he actually came with like a piece of rock, and he would use these feet to kind of grip onto that rock and stand on it. He doesn't have a rock in this release, so I don't know what these are for, but pretty easy to switch the feet. All we're gonna do is grab the leg, pop the foot off just like that, and we're just gonna do one. We see here we got the right, and we're just gonna plug that right in just like so. And here we got him with the clawed toe. I guess you can have it so that he's flying in the air and his foot's kind of clawed, but that's about it. I'm actually gonna take this off because, whoops, there's no way he's gonna be able to stand with that foot on. So, peg it in just like that. Here we got Frieza with his regular feet on, and make sure he can stand just like that. Now, what else? He comes with energy effects. He comes with a Death Ball effect, which actually comes on this little adapter piece. And all we're gonna do is just clip this ring, C-ring, around his wrist. Just like so. Here we can have him charging up the Death Ball, just like that. Of course, that looks kind of weird, so don't worry. At the end of the video, I will do a gallery, so then you can actually see some of the cool poses that you can put this guy in. So there's that. Get this off. It's a little harder than I expect. There we go. And he also comes with a Death Beam effect. Now, for this Death Beam effect, it actually comes with a Tamashii Nation stand. However, I haven't even put that thing together yet because it's just another Tamashii stand that I'm pretty sure we've all seen at this point. And I'll demonstrate that real quick. As you can see, it is literally this stand right here. Now, this is the Death Beam effect that comes with him. Very, very cool. We got this nice metallic reddish pinkish paint on both ends. This is the end that comes off of his finger, and this is the end that kind of blasts towards his enemies. Now we see we have a little peg hole here, and what we're gonna do is take this piece off and literally just peg that onto this here, and here we can have kind of Frieza, if you aim it just right, shooting the Death Beam. It's kind of cool. And one thing to note is that these new accessory pieces have much more paint on them than the original one did. The original was just cast in a slight pinkish clear plastic, whereas this one actually has paint on it. So that's a very, very nice improvement. Now, he comes with a pair of crossed arms. Now to switch these on and off, what we're going to do is we're going to detach his arms at the biceps on both sides, just like that, and that as well. And we just gotta do some kind of articulating magic and drop his tail. Don't worry about that. We'll switch tails later afterwards anyway. So I like to attach one side on at a time. So we're gonna take this peg, plug it into that hole here, just plug that on, kind of just like that. And then we're gonna come around to the other side. We're also gonna plug that in just like so, just like that. Make sure it goes all the way in. Sometimes it doesn't like to, which can be really annoying. And here we're just going to kind of play around with his arms to kind of make it fit over his chest the best way possible. Now, he doesn't fit over his chest as well as the Vegeta figures did because those were newer figures. This is a much older mold, so it might take a little bit more fiddling. But here you kind of have an idea of how he looks like with the arms crossed. Now, speaking of tails, like I said, he comes with another tail, and this one is an extended tail with kind of a wrap around the end right here. And very easy to install. We got this peg hole, plug that right in. And here we got Frieza with another tail. Now, this tail was actually used to kind of choke, strangle, and torture his enemies, most noticeably Vegeta, if you remember in that show where he was literally holding up Vegeta by the neck and abusing him while he's doing this. So there is that. And again, he still cannot stand because he is Frieza. So to finish it off, let's take a quick look at some comparisons. Here we have him next to his 1.0 form. Very, very similar in size. He's just a little bit taller, but pretty much very similar. And of course, here we have him next to his nemesis, Goku. So yeah, that's it for comparisons. So yeah, very, very nice figure. Again, I'm hoping for a 2.0 version of this guy sooner or later. Hopefully they actually give him a little bit of heels so that he can actually stand rather than just fall over all the time by like a shake of the table. He's actually doing pretty well today. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to let me know by hitting that thumbs up button. And until next time, guys, take care. Bye. 何が起きても気分